we about to get some NXT debuts on Friday Night SmackDown? Thank you for watching SCW here on YouTube.com. Thank you for choosing the channel and choosing the video. Please subscribe right now. Leave in the comments in the comment section. Please like and share the video as well. Now, looking at the two shows, I think there is an argument that could be made here that this could be the case, especially with NXT Stand and Deliver and also the TV show this week. A lot of quick title changes happened. We had Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai win the women's tag titles to lose it on Tuesday. We've seen superstars that lost at Stand and Deliver not be on NXT this Tuesday. We've even seen one of them win and then actually be fast-tracked into an NXT Championship match to lose in what I think arguably is the biggest match you could have done on NXT this past Tuesday. And of course, perhaps you could say some would go to Raw. I think they're going to go to SmackDown. I'm wearing blue for a reason today because SmackDown's roster is a bit wafer thin. In my personal opinion, SmackDown, it's not got enough challenges for Roman Reigns at the top of the card. The mid-card is very bare to the point that the IC title wasn't even on WrestleMania. You could say that maybe it could do with one or two more tag teams, really, if we're going to be really critical about things. And the women's division, well, outside of Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair and Sasha Banks, there's not really a lot on there. There probably is a few other talents you could say it's worth a mention, but they're not being pushed heavily by WWE. I think one or two names coming in to give fresh matches certainly could spice things up. So without further ado, here are my picks of what I think you could be seeing of debuts on SmackDown from NXT this coming Friday. First person on the list, and probably I've got the most to say about, is Gunther. I mean, I've just mentioned it already. Gunther lost to Bron Breakker in an NXT Championship match this past week on Tuesday. Gunther's whole gimmick since coming to NXT in January from NXT UK is that he was going to take over the brand, that he's almost been overlooked going into Stand and Deliver, that people that could talk over people with action were getting championship matches over him. He was almost being held back to a certain degree. The fact that he could just walk in on Tuesday, call for a championship match, get it on the same night, and then lose it just seemed a bit rushed of storytelling in my personal opinion. And let's not forget as well, since Gunther has gone to NXT from NXT UK, his name has been changed, his music has been changed, and well, the duo that have been in the States without him now seemingly are breaking up as well, because Fabian Aichner walked out and left Bartel in ring on his own on Tuesday. So does this mean that WWE only sees something in Gunther, or do they see something in Bartel or Aichner and not the other one, and going to leave one in NXT and call the other one up to SmackDown along with Gunther? It's going to be interesting to see, but I think Gunther definitely will be someone that will be on Friday nights. And to be honest, the thing about the matches you could have there against Roman Reigns would be pretty outstanding. Drew McIntyre goes without saying, and Sheamus as well. It's a European connection here with those two matches. They would be fantastic to watch. So Gunther would have a lot to do very quickly going on to Friday nights, and I think he could be booked as a legitimate star, and he should be, in my personal opinion, by WWE. The next person I'm going to talk about is LA Knight, and the reason I'm going to talk about him because, well, he was on Stand and Deliver. He lost on Stand and Deliver to Gunther. He wasn't on NXT at all this week, but LA Knight is a very experienced individual. I don't think he needs to be in NXT any longer. He could offer a lot to a Raw or a SmackDown going forward. His verbal skills on the mic could push him towards definitely the upper mid-card, if not all the way to the top, if WWE will put the rocket ship on LA Knight. Of course, there's always the fear they could just make him a manager, or is he actually Ezekiel in disguise? Let's hope not. But of course, seriously, looking at it, I think LA Knight would be great for the mid-card on SmackDown. Definitely could have his own talk show, could definitely be calling out a lot of the heels that he could be going against. I could see perhaps a good rivalry with him and Happy Corbin, for example, just to kick things off. And of course, WrestleMania next year is in LA. You need LA Knight on your main roster. And who knows, people keep comparing him to The Rock and Stone Cold when I hear like his interview segments and stuff. Why not push him and see how well it can go? Maybe you've got a future megastar on your hands, and not just, megastar when he just calls himself that on the way to the ring. Maybe it can actually become a reality rather than just a dream. Let's see how it goes. Next name on the list is Raquel Gonzalez, because, well, what says it better than winning a tag team championship on Stand and Deliver to only lose it on Tuesday on NXT 2.0 TV? Doesn't really make a lot of sense, and I did wonder if Dakota Kai would be joining her, but Dakota seemed to be angry backstage. No Raquel in sight. Instead, she's got herself an NXT Women's Championship match next week on NXT TV, and of course Raquel was nowhere in sight. So I think Raquel Gonzalez could be on the way to Friday Night SmackDown. Like I mentioned, those people that she could be facing later this year. Sasha Banks could be in the cards. We could have Charlotte Flair, Ronda Rousey. They're pretty exciting matches. And let's not forget, there is the undercard of like a Shayna Baszler and Natalya and Naomi. There's a quite a good roster there. And Sonya Deville as well, playing her role. Maybe Raquel comes in as a bodyguard or something like that. Or they push her straight on as a babyface. Either way, Big Mama Call, I think, will be a success when she goes to SmackDown, in my personal opinion. Another name for the women's division you could throw in as well as Io Shirai. She wasn't seen anywhere this week on NXT TV, and of course she was the one that was pinned at Stand and Deliver as well. I'm not sure how long Zoe Stark is out for in NXT, because they could have played that storyline further down the line if they want to, but I personally wouldn't hesitate. I'd get Io Shirai in on the action. I know she's done some dark matches as well for Raw and SmackDown previously, so if there's a chance to bring her in, why not? I certainly could see WWE actually, if Asuka is returning, perhaps trying to, bolster up some teams in that tag team division. Perhaps could even put Asuka and Io Shirai together as a duo. Last but not least, let's talk a tag team, shall we, to bring up to Friday Night SmackDown, because the Usos seem to have beaten everybody, and this one is more wishful thinking from my part. I think the grizzled young veterans are ready, because they're not being pushed in NXT, are they? They're one of the best tag teams that they've got, but they don't seem to win a lot of matches. So for me personally, let's just hotshot them up. What's the worst that can happen at this point? I think the Grizzled Young Veterans would be perfect on a Friday Night SmackDown to see them in a tag team division. I certainly think they would have a lot to offer, because, Zach Gibson, fantastic on the mic. They've got some great teamwork as well together, him and James Drake. So let's see where it can go. The only other alternative I could see as a team, or perhaps a stable that could come in, could be Legado del Fantasma. Now, my feeling against this is the fact that we did see Santos Escobar actually have a face-to-face confrontation in the car park with Tony D'Angelo on NXT, but I mean, if they're going to say stay out of my way because this is your place now and I'm off to SmackDown, that could be a way around it. And of course, you've got Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wilde. That'd be great for the tag team division once again. Them versus Usos would be pretty cool to see, even if it is heel versus heel. And Santos Escobar would be perfect for the mid-card. A fantastic in-ring performer. He's great on the mic as well. So those are the ones I'd probably keep an eye out for. But to give my final picks of who I think definitely could be turned up on SmackDown this week as a prediction, I'm going to go with Gunther. I'm going to go with Raquel Gonzalez, and I do think LA Knight. Those are the three that I'm most confident in. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Are we going to get some NXT debuts on SmackDown this upcoming week? If so, let me know who you think it will be. If you've enjoyed this video, then please like it, share with a friend as well, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that beautiful bell as well, and you can set the notifications to all, each and every time a video is released. More videos on the channel for you right now, including these ones on your screen, so go and check them out. Thank you for watching. As always, you've been watching SCW here on YouTube. Take care and have yourselves a very good day.